Approximately a year ago, Hank Green uploaded a video that was called 15 of My Favorite Feelings. It was pretty obvious what that was about, but in case it's not, it was about 15 of his favorite feelings. And when he uploaded that video, it sort of became not really a tag video, but more of like a theme video where a bunch of other YouTubers picked up that theme and ran with it. And they decided to share some of their favorite feelings. And little did I know that that was still floating around the internet until the other day I was watching Nicole Sweeney and she shared her 15 good feels. And I will link to both of their videos in the description of this video because they're both exceptionally good feel videos. However, I've been thinking about it, and if I am going to start taking this YouTube thing seriously, I've decided that I need a real intro. Hang on a second. Talked to a friend of mine and what'd you think? What'd you think? Did you like it? Did you like it? Because I like it. I like it a lot, and it makes me very happy, and I'm excited about it, and it's wonderful, and it's good. I'm so excited about it. Oh, I love it so much. That intro was actually done by my good friend Scozio, and if you could go, please subscribe to his channel as a way to thank him for being amazing. And because if you go and subscribe to his channel, you will absolutely love his content. He lives in Scotland right now, even though he is Italian, and he makes videos for his nieces and nephews. But his videos, they are in Italian, which I love, and they are subtitled in English, and he's so brilliant. He's so brilliant. So go, after you watch this video, go subscribe to his channel as a thank you for my amazing new intro. I love it so much, and thank you. Thank you for all of your hard work. Mr. Scozio. On to my feels. When it's the middle of summer and it's 1,000,000 degrees outside and it's hot and sweaty and disgusting, and one of those days where you can just go outside and start sweating. You're walking with your friends to the local convenience store, and it's one of those ones that has the automatic doors that whoosh open as soon as you walk toward the building, and that first burst of heavily air-conditioned room hits you in the face. I love that feeling. You're so grateful for that initial burst of freezing cold on your sweltering face. Transversely, when it is the middle of winter, and I personally like to take scalding hot showers in the winter. Sorry, I was just remembering scalding hot showers. When I come out of the shower and I get dried off and I get my booties on and I get my sweatpants on and I have my sweatshirt on and I get covered up in my blanket and I'm toasty, nice and warm, and I just never want to leave that place or move an inch, because if I move it might get cold air. Usually when I'm like that I end up just sort of falling asleep wherever I am, but I like it. It's warm and cuddly and cozy and nice. This one is something that only recently happened for me. It's feeling comfortable in your own skin, both metaphorically and physically. I have a lot of, we'll say, pain or whatever from time to time, or just dry skin issues. Also pretty, awkward. So both ways. I'm starting to finally feel like I'm really comfortable in my own skin. And that is a super great feeling. When a song from my childhood that I have not thought about since my childhood randomly shows up in my life, and I am just taken back to that, whatever that is, whatever time frame it is that song reminds me of, and I'm just immediately transported back because of that song that, oh my gosh, I haven't thought of that song in ages, and I loved that song so much. How could I have possibly forgotten about it? And then it's like an old friend. It comes back into your life and you're like, I missed you. I can't believe that I forgot about you, but I'm so glad that you're back. Hugs, 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 hugs. All of the hugs. All of the hugs. are my favorite feeling. I've always felt that, like, if I had a purpose in this world that is a very simple purpose, but is a very impossible thing, it would be to give all of the hugs to all of the people. Hugs. I love hugs. This one's pretty specific to being a parent, but when I catch my kids being really super nice to each other when they think that I'm not watching, that is a really great feeling to know that they get along with each other, and that even when I'm not there, they still get along with each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, they fight too, but to know that their kindness extends beyond my presence. When a stranger or a person who owes me absolutely nothing does me a kindness, like for example creating my intro, I'm a big fan of that. That is a good feeling. And it can even be something as simple as somebody holding the door open for me when I have a whole jumble of stuff in my hands because mom life. Just kindness in general. I think I'm a big fan of people being kind to each other. This one's not going to seem like a good thing, but it's one of my personal favorite feelings, is when my brain has to relearn something that I mislearned or that I was miseducated about. Like just recently, like relearning everything about sexuality, gender expression, gender identity, how this is all fluid, and that everything that I was taught is not necessarily a lie, but is only a teeny tiny little bit of the truth. And I'm constantly being challenged with what I perceive to be reality, and my brain actually I can feel it. I don't know if maybe I'm crazy, but I can feel it actually expanding. I love that feeling of like I have to process new information and my brain's not really sure if it can handle it, but hey, wait, oh, let me expand. Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. I think I can handle that. I love that feeling, and I love that feeling the whole way through, from the time where I'm like, oh, I'm not really sure if I can accept this, to the point that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I love that whole process. And the more that I can have that, the better off I think my life is going to be. This one's kind of a two-part, but making a thing and being incredibly proud of that thing and excited about the thing that you made. And then the other part of that is having other people think that the thing that you made, that you really liked, is really super cool also. Because it's enough for me to say that this is a thing that I made and I like it and I'm really super proud of it, but then to have other people turn around and be like, no, yeah, that's pretty neat, is like thumbs up all the way. So this kind of harkens back to my childhood and the nature of being a kid with attention deficit disorder. But I would say that another really good feeling is when an impulsive decision turns out to be a good decision and actually possibly the best decision that you could make in that situation, because in my personal experience, the impulsive decision is almost never the right one, but that doesn't mean that there haven't been times in my life that I've decided to make the impulsive decision. And so it's nice when it turns out that, okay, yeah, you did good. It actually ended up being a better decision for you to make by flying by the seat of your pants. Way to go. And this one's very personal for me. Helping others in any and all capacity. Doing for others anything that I can do to make their life better, to make them feel better, to make things smoother for other people. I love being useful and being in service of other people's. I genuinely love being helpful in any capacity in which I am able to do that. This thing only became a good thing after I had kids, like an exceptionally good feel, is spending money on a thing that I really want. That used to just be a thing. That just used to be my life, was like the way that my life was. I wanted a thing, so I bought the thing. But now that I have kids, now that I have 2 kids especially, it doesn't happen very often. So when I can finally spend money on a thing that like I really want and have it, that is such a great feeling to know that yeah, it's a good feeling, and I'm a fan of it. Good food, but specifically sharing good food with good people. There's plenty of good meals that I have had in my life, but would those good meals be the same if I wasn't with somebody that I cared about and that I was able to share that experience with? I don't think that it would. I think for me, having an amazing, barely cooked steak that just basically melts in your mouth is being able to say, oh my gosh, this is so good. You must try some. You must also have this experience. So good food, but with good friends and a good beer. I'm just gonna throw that in there. And finally, just being truly, genuinely excited for another person and for their happiness. That feels good. When somebody that you care about has a good thing happen in their life, you are genuinely happy dancing for that person, like jumping up and down and just excited, and it does not necessarily involve you in any way, but the fact that someone that you care about had a good thing happen and you are, I guess, vicariously happy, but not even. You're happy for the person. It's not about your happiness. You're happy for that person's happiness. And I like that feeling, and it happens a lot with me now, because I have a lot of really good friends in the world. I'm gonna cheat and say that my last feeling, which is, this is 16, so yeah, whatever, but is music. Listening to music, just music, along with hugs. I think that if I could spend my life just hugging and listening to music, that'd be a really good life. And then, you know, the good food and everything else. But mostly just like giving hugs and listening to music. If that's the thing that you're into, you should definitely check out my podcast. That's where I was going. That's why I went there. I will also link to that in the description of this video, and maybe stay till the end of the video for, I don't know, maybe something else. I don't know. Just maybe you should. That was a heck of a lot of fun to do, and hopefully you also had a good time. Let me know if you want to do all 15. That'd be fantastic. But if you don't, let me know some of your favorite feelings, because I like when other people are happy. It makes me happy. So share a good feel with me, and we will see what happens next week. All right. Bye.